Happy New Year, everybody. Gamer Critic back with the first why I'm buying of 2025. Not really the first video I wanted to make for this year. In fact, my top 10 video is coming out very soon. I'm still working on that. But as per usual, there's a few games in January I'm legitimately excited for. So I thought I'd just take a few minutes to talk about one of them. And one of those games, and the first real game of 2025 I'm actually going to pick up and play, is Dynasty Warriors Origins. Now, Dynasty Warriors Origins is the latest installment in the hack and slash series, published by Koei Tecmo. It releases on January 17, 2025, and is going to be available for all platforms, including PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and X, and PC and Windows. Now, first off, I really don't have the best relationship with the Dynasty Warriors games. As in, I didn't really play a lot of the mainline series. I think I played like one or two, and the ones I played were good, but apparently they're like the worst in the series. I played like Dynasty Warriors 9 or 10, which was okay, but it didn't really like blow me away, and it definitely didn't push me to play the other games in that series. But the funny thing is, I'm still not unfamiliar with Omega Force and the games that they make. I'm honestly more familiar with their style of games because of their spin-offs. Like, I played a lot of their spin-offs because I just really enjoy the games that they were based off of. So I'm not unfamiliar with the type of game that I'm going to be expecting in Dynasty Warriors. It is going to be the typical 1 versus 1,000. You are just going to be a completely overpowered individual who has to take down waves upon waves of enemies with these extremely over-the-top attacks. And I gotta admit that it's absolutely a blast. So that's just one of the reasons why I'm excited. Another reason is this actually seems like it's going to take a bit of a step from previous Dynasty Warriors games and the spin-offs. You are not just running in, slaughtering enemies in your path, right? There actually seems to be a little more depth to this game. There's actually a command system in Dynasty Warriors Origins where we're going to be able to issue detailed commands to allied units that will allow them to flank the enemy, hold key positions, or actually advance strategically. There's actually a level of strategy when you do these battles. Like in the previous games and in the spin-off games, it was essentially a button masher. You could input the buttons correctly to get like better moves, but I never really did any of that. I was just pressing buttons, and that normally worked out pretty okay. But in this, it looks like it's going to add a bit more strategy. Like, there isn't just going to be one set way to do it, which is just like the button mashing, right? There could be a couple of different ways to win the battle in the end, and if they manage to do that, that would actually be really freaking great. Along with that strategy, the missions are going to evolve in real time based on the conditions of the battlefield. The game is going to make you adapt on the fly because stuff can happen on the battlefield that can just come out of nowhere. There could be reinforcements that might arrive, or allies that might need urgent support. The game is doing what it needs to not just make this feel like a stage, but like a real battlefield where you actually have to think, strategize, you have to make sacrifices and choose what needs to be done best at that moment. It's also worth noting, I played the demo, I experienced all this already, and I can agree that it's actually really awesome in motion. Like the fact that the battlefield is always evolving and changing on who's coming and who needs help is honestly a really great way to keep you on your toes. It made the entire gameplay experience feel responsive to you. As much as I enjoy a game where I can just hack and slash the fuck out of enemies, I can also love a game that allows you to hack and slash the hell out of enemies while also adding a level of strategy to it. But at the end of the day, like I said, it's essentially still the 1 versus 1,000 play style. It may be repetitive, but I'll be damned if you don't feel like a frickin' badass going up against a massive frickin' army with your weapon in hand and just frickin' wailing on them. And in this one, you're going to be able to do that while with a giant army at your back. The battles are going to be epic and huge. And I feel like that is just going to make this a damn fun action game. And on top of that, it has the basic advantage of running on new age hardware. The demo didn't look incredible. I can chalk that up to that maybe it still needs a little time to bake. because that demo came out, I think, back in October or November. So it's like, you know, a lot of stuff can change in 2 months. Maybe they're still polishing. But I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt and say that running on new age hardware is going to help this game look a lot better. Better graphics, faster load times, more detailed environments. And that last part is very true. The detailed environments and just how many enemies are able to be on screen at one time is still very impressive. Now again, for all we know, it could be poorly optimized. It could be poorly optimized. It could end up looking and running like slop. So we gotta wait and see. But for right now, based off what I played, I feel like it's at a decent place for right now. Feels like they're actually taking a lot of lessons from said spin-off games and applying it to Origins. So along with the incredible gameplay of 1 versus 1,000, we're gonna have a bit more strategy in our mechanics, and assuming Origins manages to land all of that, which I do think they are going to, given everything I've seen in the demo, then I honestly think Dynasty Warriors Origins is going to be the first great game of 2025. Now again, we can't be certain, and of course, as per usual, if everything I'm saying doesn't end up happening, if Dynasty Warriors Origins ends up being a flop, I will eat my words happily and truly. But right now, I gotta say, I am optimistic and I'm intrigued. And I'll be very interested to play Dynasty Warriors Origins when it releases on January 17th. And that's why I'm buying Dynasty Warriors Origins. Thank you guys so much for watching. Genuine question, what's another good Dynasty Warriors game I could go and check out to see what else that this series has to offer? Let me know in the comments. But thank you guys so much for watching. My next video, top 10 games of 2024. I'm about halfway done with that. That should be out soon. I'll keep you all posted. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. It helps a ton. If you want to stay up to date with what I'm doing, follow me on Instagram. That's @thegamercritic. Be good people, and I will talk to all of you very soon. All right, peace.